Catch the rest of that conversation between our Newsroom Africa reporter Nquthu and His Majesty King Mrs. KwaZulu later on tonight at around 10:30. Meanwhile, the Nquthu Local Municipality in KwaZulu-Natal has been placed under administration by the provincial government. This is over the alleged failure of the management to ensure political and administrative stability, including irregular appointments of senior officials, which led to financial consequences for the municipality. For more on this, I'm now joined by the KwaZulu-Natal Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs MEC, Nquthu Local. MEC, good evening and thank you for joining us on In Focus tonight. You were due to visit that municipality this Wednesday. What did you find?
Well, evening. Indeed, today we decided when last week we engaged with the municipality, hence on Monday we wrote them a letter to convene a special meeting with all councillors and other stakeholders. And the purpose of the meeting, it was to ensure that we communicate the decision of the Provincial Executive Council of KwaZulu-Natal, led by the Premier Nquthu. And the decision was that we need to take a municipality under Section 139 1B, having supported the municipality. And we will recall that recently, in few days, we received a court judgment that indicates that the Nquthu Municipality, they appointed senior management wrongly. Hence, the judge, they say the municipal manager and the director, planning and the CFO, they were appointed wrongly. That means all the appointments or the payments that have been made are irregular in terms of the court judgment that have been issued by the court. We then decided that it's important that we put a municipality to be stable and to ensure that the people of Nquthu, they receive deliverance. There are a number of issues that we have observed having engaged with the municipality.
Yeah.
But we must confirm that the council, especially the council from the IFP, they decided to not be part of the meeting. However, we continued to engage.
MEC, let's just get clarity on that. You actually did not meet the council. They locked you out, right? You conducted your meeting in the parking lot.
They decided to give us an open space within inside the building. We said we can't block the people who are entering the building to looking for services. Hence, we took a conscious decision to say we need just an open space to communicate the decision, because we don't need a room to communicate the decision.
Yeah.
We're with the traditional leaders there. We're having with different stakeholders. They were not looking only the MEC in the council chamber, but they were looking even the traditional leaders. That means that they don't respect the people of the Nquthu. They don't respect the stakeholders of the Umzenyati. They don't even respect the traditional leaders that they claim that they respect. Hence, we said, and the traditional leaders, they agreed that let's continue with the meeting, because the purpose of the meeting is to correct the wrongdoing that is done by the leadership of Nquthu.
So was that meeting rather sitting constitutionally? Did it fulfill the requirements?
Well, hence I started by saying the meeting was not a meeting called by the Speaker. It was a meeting called by the MEC to communicate the decision with the councillors of Nquthu, but also with the stakeholders of Nquthu. We also written a letter to the Speaker to communicate the decision of the Provincial Executive Council, and we have already appointed the administrator, who's going to ensure that there is no decision that will be taken by the council before verified by the administrator.
The majority in this particular municipality is the Inkatha Freedom Party. Who was present at this meeting or this address that you held in the open space?
All the councillors of the ANC was present, the council of DA was present, the council of EFF was present, the council of NFT was present. It was only the IFP who decided to not be, who decided to defy the decision of the Provincial Executive Council. However, there are steps that we are going to take to deal with all councillors who decided to not attend the meeting, because it was not a council that was called by the Speaker, but we requested the Speaker to call a meeting on behalf of the MEC.
Yeah. You don't expect the fact that a majority of those councillors were not present at this briefing to adversely affect or have an impact on this decision that province has taken?
No, we're not in what we are saying. However, when you call a meeting, and in the meeting we are told that there are councillors that are not part of the meeting, you continue to communicate the decision. However, we even communicated a decision through writing a letter, and the Speaker is in the position of that letter, and he is still going to read that letter if he calls his meeting in the council chamber.
MEC, we appreciate your time and thank you very much for joining us tonight. That's the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in KwaZulu-Natal, has placed that municipality under administration, invoking Section 139 of the Constitution. Right, let's continue now on In Focus. We'll update you on what's making news this hour here on Newsroom Africa, Channel 405. Stay with us.